right. I wasn't doubting myself, but let's see. I saw that Marcos the Movie Lover was first this week. Yay, Marcos! How you doing? Okay. I think so. I was on my other computer trying to upload the thumbnail. I don't think they're making it very easy for me, but that's why I'm happy I'm here. Okay, so I see Marcos the Movie Lover, Sarah Baby Doll, woohoo, Nicola Love. I know, Nicola, you're coming right out of the gates with it. Well, we're in the US, so it's kind of difficult to do a one tour, let alone a world tour. But stay tuned. It's Dhar Mann. Who the frick knows what he's going to do next, right? Okay, I'm on here. That's that alarm. I'll stop it. Okay, let's see. The hellos are in effect. What's up? Mommy, join, please. I'm here. Elena, hello. Oh, Valeria. You're always confusing me if it's the same Valeria. If now I gotta get used to another name. Oh, but it's right there. Oh, I can do that. Ooh, yay, you for a new account. Oh, so you guys had a whole chat before I even came on here. What? I missed out on all the fun. And then here I join. Mommy's joining in short time. Okay. So you guys were having a whole, back and forth. Angela, my love, thank you for being here and keeping us safe. Woohoo! The hoodie. Yes, I'm wearing my Dhar Mann hoodie. It's so comfy, y'all, and I couldn't think today. It's been if I lower this a little bit more, you might be able to see the hoodie. There we go. But now you don't see my head. Oh, hold on. I don't want my iPad to fall. I ain't messing with it right now. I'll figure it out later, maybe. Maybe I'll put heels on. Right? You guys were here that one live. I did it on my tiptoes the whole time because my mom's house was different and I didn't have the right. John, happy birthday, John. I saw that it was your birthday, I believe, yesterday. Happy birthday, John. Thank you for the flowers. I send you lots of little birthday hats. Yes, Marcos, you were first. I noticed that while I was uploading the thumbnail. Hopefully it came through okay. Ooh, look at Mona. Her meeting ended up early. She told me that she wasn't going to be able to be here for a little bit. And now she's here. And now we're all happy because we're all here-ish. Skips, what's love? Up? Whatever. You fill in the blanks and say it the way you wish I said it. So, Skips, my love, what's up? True. And that's how my brain truncates things. Y'all, Dice Golden, what up, my love? Welcome back. Are you coming to Detroit with Dhar Mann? Yo, I don't know anything other than I know what is happening that they announced. So even if I knew anything, I wouldn't be able to share anything because I can't get ahead of what Dhar Mann shares. So he did announce it. So I knew about the tour. He did announce it and the dates, rock on. And so, little by little, you guys will get more information, as we all will. So, I was just so shocked when I learned that Dhar Mann's doing a tour. I wasn't shocked. I was just like, holy smack dog. That is so cool. So, yeah. Samantha, Miss Samantha, is this your first time? If it is, please let us know. We want to make sure we give you a proper FriFam welcome. So, anybody who's new, please do say so in the comments. We love our new peeps. We want you to feel welcome, seen, heard, and present. So say you're new if you're new. Yes, my Shane. Happy April. Ooh, getting the hearts, getting the love. Ooh, Sarah was already on it. She's like, welcome, Samantha. I love it. And that's how we do. Jose Hernandez, ¿cómo tú estás, my kind boy, young man? You're no boy, but I just say that because I say girl, boy. So never take offense if you think you're more of a man and I'll say boy. I know, Shane, actor Val Kilmer. What a shame, right? And yet he lived an incredible life, I'm assuming, because not everyone who has an incredible career has an incredible life, because life can be difficult, even though on the outside it looks really amazing. So rest in peace, and thank you for all your beautiful, incredible, I don't know if beautiful is the word. Well, yeah, he hit that. Yeah, just incredible work that you left us with. So thank you. Valeria, if it's the same Valeria, hi. ¡Ay, miau! My Joshi boy, yo estoy bien. So it is the same Valeria acá. Valeria, I know your name. I saw Nicola say we missed you last week. So I read her comment while I was saying your name. So prepare, guys. This is where my brain is. It's been a long past couple weeks. Not complaining. Just not a lot of sleep, running around, filming, which of course I love, but a lot of memorization. So after I film, a lot of emotion. This one was an emotional one. After I film, I get really tired. And most of you know this already. Like after I film, or, not everyone responds this way, because I've had this conversation with other people and they're like, no, I'm fine the next day. I'm like, I just feel a lot of emotions, I guess, when I'm filming, whether it's an emotional character or not. I think it's just like the anticipation and the excitement and the nerves trying to get there on time. That's like my biggest thing. Like I want to get there on time. I want to, be professional and not be late. And in LA, traffic and the roads are so unpredictable that it's a real, point of contention and a headache for us, traveling around this city. So once I get there, I'm fine. But it's just like, do I have all my wardrobe? Do I have all my makeup? Do I have everything I need? And so it's a lot of emotions. And it was a split video. So meaning I filmed last week and this week. And then last night I was there for something else. You shall soon see, now that the announcement has been made, about the book tour, of course. Not that I'm in it. I don't know any of that. I just know that it's happening, and how cool is that? So, yeah. So it's a lot of emotion. So I get really tired. My brain kind of shuts off a little bit. And last night when I came home from filming, I had a lot of other work to do, because I myself am working on something. And so it just felt like I was up till like 5 a.m. No, Mona and Angela, I actually DM'd you earlier than that, but I was up till 5 a.m. But yeah. Brandon Bear, welcome back. Hi. John, happy birthday again. You're so discreet. You don't even mention it's your birthday, and I'm like here shouting you out. I hope it's okay. But let's wish John a happy birthday. My camera's backwards. Don't tell me that. What does that mean? What does that mean my camera's backwards? This is the way I always do it. Trevor? Okay, if somebody else tells me something else. Man, I love 72 math questions and 70 English questions for homework, and I'm not doing them. Why not, Ben Love? Do your homework. The sooner you do it, the sooner you'll be done with it. Guys, just do it. You guys have so much more easier ways to get your homework done these days than I had to. I had to freaking go to the library. You guys are like right in your house. You can pull up your computer. You can pull up chat. You can do so much. My calculators were just like little like solar one. Guys, do your homework. You'll be better for it. I still remember the So You See red shirt when the protest occurred. Wow, you remember that. Yay, the happy birthdays to John. I love it. Oh, my Nicola love. I get a little happy pear. Orange that turns into a pear, or vice versa. Comments in English. If it's Spanish, I can understand Spanish. But English... Oh, duh. I understand English too. Guys. I think I wanted to say English everybody else will understand, but like I just stopped at English and it sounded like I can't read English, but I can read English. So, Brandon Bear, you had a birthday as well. Ooh, birthday weeks, yay! Happy birthday, Brandon Bear. Let's wish Brandon Bear and John a happy birthday. Soledad, welcome back. Oh, Marco's a movie lover. We love Jovanna. Sorry, Auntie Angela. Ooh, Auntie Angela, don't mess with Auntie Angela, okay? Ooh, Sarah Baby Doll, my foxy lady. That is a cute little fox, and I love it. Thank you, my Sarah Baby Doll. Thank you, my Nicola. Oh, but maybe he spells better in Spanish. There's something about writing and speaking in Spanish that just isn't translatable in English, and my Spanish peeps know. It's like there's something about the Spanish language that is more like emphatic. That's not a word, but I'm trying to make it one. Emphatic. Mona, you might want to correct my English. Emphatic, like you emphasize things more in Spanish in a way than you do in English. Like I feel like in English you can only emphasize like with like, you know, adding a curse word. But in Spanish there's these words that you're like, oh, I got that. So maybe that's what it is for Marcos Movie Lover. So, as long as it's kind. Oh, but that's probably what it is. Miss Angela can't determine whether it's a kind message or not if it's in Spanish. I understand that. Okay, I get it. You all figure it out. And that is minute 13. Ooh, Mona, this a special heartfelt surprise this week. If you can, do share more. If not, let us just bask in your beautiful surprise and say you deserve it. You deserve every I was gonna say every freaking single surprise because I was using freaking for emphasis, right? So I have to be careful because that's how I know how to emphasize it. But in Spanish it would be like, ¡Esa mujer! I'm already hot in this hoodie. Oh, I know, Nicola, but you're going to do better on the next one because you already know what's coming. So don't you worry. My Angela, girl, I get a trophy with that fox. Y'all are so generous and kind and beautiful. And thank you. I actually, what I had in mind for this live, I don't know if I can pull it off because I'm dependent on Amazon. Oh, Mona, you put your heart into your acting, girl. I do. I put my heart, my head, my toes, my sleeve, heart on my sleeve. Get it? I do. And most actors do. Certainly most everyone at Dhar Mann Studios, which is a beautiful thing and why it's so incredible to work there. But other people respond differently. I think it depends on like, because I'm introverted. I know I don't seem like it, but I am apparently an introvert. That's what I was told based on other things. And apparently like introverts like expend more energy and like need more time to recover. So because I'm recovering as Jovanna and I'm recovering as my character, I think it has something to do with that. And so it's really interesting, like when you're playing somebody else and then like you come back to your real life and you're like, oh, that wasn't my real life, but I lived it. I think that's why at Dhar Mann we get so close together too. Like you know, if you're filming like the full week, not if you come in for a day and leave more often than not, because you know, you don't have really as much time with everybody. But when you're filming a few days consecutively with the same crew, the same peeps, it's like you create this little bond. Like, and I have so many, kids, because I've had so many kids on the different videos. I'm looking for my quote, y'all. That's why I'm looking at my phone. And so it's just interesting to live somebody else's life. And then that's not yours. I think that's one of the coolest things about acting that I love the most. I love it. I love it. So again, my Angela, my Nicola, my Sarah baby doll, thank you for the love. Thank you. The super chats, because I know you all love me. Well, that sounded weird. No, you all give love, but I don't want it to make it seem like, you know what I mean? And I ain't gonna dig that hole any deeper because I love you all. Does the area near the studio have a lot of traffic due to the airport? Nate! Nail on the head. There's planes, trains, and automobiles. There's so much traffic, and then we're like in the middle of a crying scene, and then we have to like hold for the plane, and then we gotta like stop the tear from coming out. It's no joke. Okay, I found my quote. Okay, the quote is, here we go, and let's see, I see where Nate is. Okay. It says, forgive yourself for the things you did when you were just trying to survive. And that was Mel Robbins. Mel Robbins. So I'm going to flip it around. I only have 2 hands, y'all. I'm trying to hold the comments down so they don't disappear on me and I lose my spot. I should come up with a little, like, touch point. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Forgive yourself for the... Yeah, Mona. Forgive yourself for the things you did when you were just trying to survive. Isn't that like incredible? Like, I don't know about you all, but I'll speak for myself and why this spoke to me is because so many times I was down and out and I was just like frustrated or unhappy or depressed or fearful, fill in the blank, because we've felt them all at some point or another. And what has happened is that, like, sometimes you don't make the best mistakes. That's not what I meant. I hope you're laughing with me because I'm laughing at myself a lot today. I'm seeing some... I didn't factor this into my day at all. I thought, like, you just open your mouth and what you're thinking comes out. Apparently not today. Sometimes you don't make the best mistakes. Gosh, I hope that is not the case. Sometimes you don't make the best decisions when you're in those, like, you know, deep emotional moments in life. And then you kick yourself, right? You kick yourself because you're just not in the right mind space, you know, to do the best that perhaps you were doing if you were in a better place, right? And so I'm trying to regain composure here, guys. It's not easy. Maybe if I reread the quote again for you all so that we can center back. Forgive yourself for the things you did when you were just trying to survive. Case in point, y'all. Forgive myself for saying silly things. Oh my God, I'm cracking myself up and I don't know why. Well, I do, but... So... I think that says it all. Right? Let's give ourselves more grace. Let's laugh things off a little bit more. Chances are we tried our best. Chances are we meant well. Chances are others meant well. Chances are we had that lesson for a reason. Chances are it won't be the worst thing we ever did. Chances are that it's a blip on the radar. Chances are that gonna be okay. And so we were just trying to get through the day, and when you live in survival mode, which is not a fun way to live, you're doing what you can to just meet your basic needs, and whether that's food, water, sleep, you know, sunlight, whatever it is, hygiene. Sometimes it's hard to do those basic things, and if that's all you can do, forgive yourself, because guess what? You are just doing the best you can. And so I think it just gives us a lot of ease and a lot of peace around those times in our life, inevitable times in our life where, you know, crap happens. And we meant well, and sometimes it doesn't come out great. So let's just forgive ourselves and give ourselves grace is all I want to say, because I have too many comments to go back to. You had a wonderful birthday, Brandon Bear. Yeah, boy. Oh, you can see the background. Okay, so you can read this. Kindness starts here. I'm trying to like find spots to like put these up where they don't overlap, but I'm working on it. Cool kids learn here. That cannot be minute 22, but it is. Oh, all right. Perfect segue. Cool kids learn here. Okay, thank you for confirming that. I'll just keep going. So my minute 22 lends itself perfectly, I think, to Cool Kids Learn Here. All cameras are mirrored, isn't it? It's always a mirrored reflection. Okay. The camera's fine. Thank you, everybody, for confirming, because I'm like, am I looking at myself? You guys, you already see where my head is? And for a moment, Marcos, we love her, when you said that, I was like, can you not see me? But I'm staring at myself. It was a really bugged out moment for me, actually. So my brain spiraled a little bit. I'm like, are they staring at my wall and I think I'm here? I just had a really out-of-body experience when you said that. So be kind to me, please. Obviously, my brain is a little bit short-circuiting today. It's also the end of almost Mercury retrograde, I think, in the next few days. So I think I'll feel better, because my sign, Gemini, is ruled by Mercury. And apparently, I take this with a grain of salt and all for fun. Apparently, when it's Mercury retrograde, my sign feels it the most, because we're ruled by Mercury, right? So my brain, I guess, goes backwards. So we'll see in a week if my brain catches up. You guys can be my witness and let me know. Okay, so what I really wanted to do, I gotta check my phone to see if it's here. I know, you guys are like, what is she up to? Let me see if it's here. If it's here, then I'm gonna change my plan. And you guys are like, oh, Jovanna. And I'm like, yes, guys. Okay. Did it get here? Did it get here? Did it get here? Did it get here? It didn't get here. I thought I got an announcement that it got here, but okay, so I'll go with my lesson. Because I had something else planned for us, but it's still not here. It was supposed to get here and got a little delayed. But okay, so we'll do the lesson. The lesson is a piggyback from last week. So 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, the lesson was, don't burn bridges, build bridges. Remember? So that one piggied with it ain't over till the fat lady sings. So when you marry those two, build bridges and it ain't over till the fat lady sings, you get this really cool acceptance around things, right? So for so many of you who've been here for so long, and you know how cyclical life can be. You know, the ups and downs. You've seen me up, you've seen me down, you've seen me all the way around. And, for the many months that I wasn't on Dhar Mann, I hadn't given up hope, but I just kind of like put it aside and just was like, okay, it is what it is. This is my realm. This is the industry. I never know when I'm going to get called for an acting opportunity. So let it just be, let it just ride out. So I think it's really, really important for us to see, because we're here together, is that how differently I could have responded. I could have, there's an infinite number of ways I could have responded. I could have been like, man, Dhar Mann, man, how come, man, this, man, whatever, right? And that wouldn't have served me, because now 7 months later, they definitely wouldn't have called me. I would have burned a bridge. Do you see how that plays out? And then it's like we get ahead of ourselves, and we're like, like, oh, well, it's because of this. I'm no longer a good actor. I'm no longer this. I'm no longer a good, artist or pianist or guitar player. Like, you get in your head and you start creating all these stories that are probably so not accurate, but that's how our brain wants to like justify what's happening. So now you have put up this whole show, and you're reeling it in your head, and you're like, oh my gosh, it was me, it was me, it was me. And then that doesn't serve you, right? It affects your self-esteem, your confidence. It affects your, your inner peace and your joy. And it's like, the fat lady still hadn't sang. It wasn't over yet, right? So in my head, I could have played out all these different other like scenarios, but it just wasn't the right time or the right opportunity, or the studio was doing something else. So why would I impose on them my limiting beliefs if in fact it's just the way the cookie crumbles, right? The cookie crumbled for somebody else. So I wanted to combine all those little like pieces, right? So build bridges, don't burn them. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. And that's an American saying. That's like an old, like, little kid thing, right? That we've all, I believe, still hear in our, like, youth. And it's like, just let it play out. Let it play out and keep your calm and your peace throughout. So, yeah, that's it. That's it. That's my lesson of the week. Because it was so great to be back at Dhar Mann Studios. It was so awesome to feel the warmth and the love and the appreciation and the welcoming. And I didn't know how it was going to be, but it ended up being better than what I anticipated. And isn't that oftentimes the case? You oftentimes get better than what you expect, because you permit it to just play out. And I want to say this to all of you because, Nicola, you with your exam, let it just play out. Let it just play out. You already know what you're going into. You already, did it once. So that's going to definitely help you. So many of you, like Jose, like when you travel to music festivals or when you DJ, right? Like when you're getting ready to go on stage, you're like, oh my gosh. You're like behind the turntables and you're like, I hope this crowd parties and is fun and is easy to get up off their feet. I know that's what Oscar, often has to contend with, right? Sometimes the mood of the group just isn't there and you want them to party and have a good time, but they're just not partiers and dancers. And you're like, ugh, and it makes the job so much harder, right? So I just want to remind us, right, that like we're always looking to build bridges and at a minimum, maintain them, right? You guys have probably all heard of all the bridges that have not been maintained in decades and how they're like, compromised from a safety standpoint. And it's like, let's maintain the bridges we already have, right? So it's not always about a new bridge. It's about, nurturing the ones we already have. And here it's synonymous with relationships, obviously, right? So the relationship with Dhar Mann Studios, I just, I maintained it. I nurtured it. I, let it be. And do you see how that has served me so much better than, saying ill-spirited things about anybody there. That obviously wouldn't be true. It was just because I was hurt. Like, that's not the ideal case scenario. The ideal case scenario is to maintain, nurture, and build bridges. All right, y'all. Yay, I totally needed this lesson. Sarah, baby doll, I love it. That's the last comment I seen, so there it is. You're excited to see me on Dhar Mann again. Yay, gift, welcome gift. I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh, Brendan Bear, what the heck? Oh, a year wiser. We should never forget the bridge that brought us over. Do you hear the maraca moment? I love that. That's like a little, like, mind-blowing little, like, cool little light bulb. Yeah, Brandon Bear. We should never forget the bridge that brought us over. Maintain it. Maintain the bridge, because that's the one that you're gonna want for the duration, right, of your journey, because it's the one that like brought you over to the other side. How cool is that? So thank you, Brandon Bear. That was awesome. Oh, Nicola, Oscar is, I think, doing okay. He was feeling a little under the weather when I got home from work last night. So he's at work. And so I think he's doing okay, but I think he's like putting on a brave face. So I ordered some chicken noodle soup and some stuff just to make sure that his immune system stays up. And I take care of my gorgeous hubby I love so much. So that's not the Amazon I was waiting for. I had something else really cool planned, and you'll see. You'll see. But yeah, I ordered Amazon for food because today I can't go to the store and we're short on food. We've pretty much eaten everything. So yeah. Okay. My understanding when I saw the tour dates, it is U.S. cities. I don't know about different countries. That would be really wicked cool. However, I think sometimes you also have to remember that you gotta like crawl before you walk and you gotta walk before you run, right? So I think it requires a lot of laying the framework to see and learn, what works, what doesn't work. You're kind of closer to home, so you can, it's easier to call, oh, I need another speaker for the stage, or I need, lights that blew out. It's easier to do that in English speaking markets, right? But to do that like in Germany, you're like, like, you know what I mean? So, crawl before you walk before you run. And I think that's another, very important thing to remember for ourselves, right? Sometimes it's just like getting our feet wet and figuring it out, and then you can expand on it. So, I hope you all will, keep tabs on the tour dates, tour cities, and, when it's right, it'll be for you. Okay, so I was up here a little bit. Let's see how much I missed. Okay. Okay, so I see a lot of laughing faces. I think that's because I said what I said. Oh, heck no, Skips. I see some angry, like, faces. Me no like no angry faces. What's up with that? What's up with the angry faces? What's up? Oh, Valeria, I see the little foxies. Oh my god, you guys gave so many incredible comments. I love that. Happy birthday, boys. That's cool. I look good in dark red. Thank you, my Skips. Oh, emphasize. Thank you, Mona. What word was I trying to say? I was like, empathetic or something. Sometimes my brain wants to make up a new story. Okay. I meant word. Oh, Mona, you can help with the Spanish. Cool, thank you. Yeah, because some people may feel more comfortable writing in Spanish than in English. Um, Now, if you go into other languages, we're all out. Isn't it wild when you see like Arabic or Farsi or like any of those like different like alphabets and you're like, or even any of like, Chinese, Japanese, like you see the characters and you're like, I don't get that, right? We weren't raised to understand that alphabet and they're complicated in our opinion, I would imagine. So, yes, bask in the glory, Mamona. You deserve it. Personal moment. I love it. I love it. I love it. Stretch it out. Stretch out that honeymoon phase, okay? Don't think that because it happened yesterday, the day before, the 2 days ago, that you need to like be like, oh, that's in the past. You know me. Stretch it out. Stretch it out because life is about those like incredible, beautiful moments, and I think we oftentimes are guilty of letting them go by too quick. Bask in it, my Mona. You deserve it, and so much more. Just let it linger as long as you can. Oh, Valeria, thank you for enjoying my voice. Because it's funny, right? When we hear our own voices, we're like, oh, I didn't expect it to sound like that. So if you're complimenting my voice, I trust and appreciate your compliments. Yo, start that over. I don't know what that means, Ben Love. You're an introvert too, Nicola. Yeah, it depends, but I'm more introverted. I just act like loud. And I talk a lot, so most people don't expect me to be an introvert, but I do have introverted tendencies. Um, oh, thank you for appreciating my work, Brandon Bear. I really hope I did this character right. Um, it's a little nerve-wracking, isn't it? You haven't done it in a bit, and you just want to do right by the writer and by the director and by the viewer, ultimately, especially. So I just hope you enjoy it. Lots of emotions. Yes, Mona. When you're acting, it's a lot of, personal and character emotions, which is a little confusing, but really cool. I thought she signed for help for a second. I don't know what that means, but it sounds funny. Oh, thank you. My hair is doing this like wave thing. I keep noticing it. I'm like, I think the way I blow dried it, it's like doing this like flip. And I'm like, okay, hopefully it's not too distracting. It's distracting for me because I'm looking at it, but. Oh, you were in the Heights, Jose? That is awesome. That is so cool. Oh, thank you for appreciating my advice, Brandon Bayer. Yeah, Mona, you know it. You saw it. You heard it. So if you visit LA, although for security reasons, it's even more difficult to get on the studio. So if you're visiting LA, I would recommend not to even include it in your itinerary. It's really difficult to get close to it now. So yeah, it's not like it used to be. You used to be extroverted in the past, but I'm more introverted. I think, you know what it is? I think extroverted has like a cooler connotation. So everyone tries to be like extroverted because it's like, ooh, that person has confidence and energy and it, lights up the room and it gets all the attention. And then you're like, ooh, I want to get all that. But then like, it's not you. And you're like, it feels so forced. So you get to a age and stage where you're like, you know what? If I'm introverted, like, fine. Like, whatever. I don't need to be what other people think I should be. And staying true to yourself is a lot more important. So if you do need more rest after you hang out with a lot of people, then okay, like what's the harm in that, right? Like I know like I can't go to I mean, I can, but I choose not to go to like big, huge stores because it's overwhelming for me. It's a lot of stimuli. Like I like the Trader Joe's and the little like farmers markets where it's like everyone has their produce and it's calm and everyone's like, testing out different new, peaches. That's more my vibe. I can't go into a Costco and come out calm. Unless I get their pizza. The pizza quiets me down. But I haven't had pizza. We've been doing this cleanse, as you know, since Super Bowl. And so I haven't had pizza since that weekend that I made sure I had because I knew I wasn't going to have it. So we haven't had any dairy products, no meat products, no sugar, no alcohol. And we're going on 2 months now and it feels really freaking good. It feels so good. Now that quote is deep. I am so guilty of that. Angela, I know. Me too. Right? And it's like, forgive yourself for whatever you did when you were just trying to get by. Just let it go. It's not an indication or a reflection of you. It was just where you were at that point in time. And when you know better, you do better. And when you have that lesson and you can incorporate it into your future decision-making process, it's like, that's what life is about. So you had to do that misstep in order to learn how to like walk around it next time, right? So isn't that like a cooler reframe so that you just have more ease and peace on your journey? And Angela Love, I know, we're of a different age category than, many of the younglings here. And, so we have more missteps, right? We've had more experiences in life and, that just begs for more things to happen. And so I think life is a cumulative. Life is a cumulative experience. And if we don't let go of what isn't serving us, we carry it with us. And it makes our journey heavier and more difficult. So I think it's really beautiful to remember to just let it go, give ourselves grace, and appreciate how much we've learned and how far we've come. Oh, Jose, that quote is too real. Go do your homework, Ben. Oh, thank you, Mona. Forgive yourself for the things you did when you were just trying to survive. I love it that you guys really resonated with that. Yeah, check out Mel Robbins. Lots of good topics on YouTube. And she has like so many little like snippets of her incredible words of wisdom. Yeah. I'm cracking you up, Sarah. Probably because I said something really silly. I was a silly head. Vias! Hello, my Vias! How you doing? Welcome back, my Vias. ¿Cómo estás? But I don't think you speak Spanish, so that just came out. But I think you know what that means. Because if you live in LA, you hear it enough. Oh, I'm cracking you up too, Brandon. Yay! I love the crack ups. They make my day. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Thank you, Sarah, for asking Skips what's wrong, because I saw those not happy faces and I didn't like that. So hopefully you're okay. And thank you, Sarah, for being so beautifully generous in heart to ask. Ice Keeps. Ay, Dios mío. Oscar's at work, Valeria. Oh, new episode for your podcast. Yes, congrats. Called Building Long Lasting Friendships, which is based on Mel Robbins' podcast on building close friendships. I love it. Don't you love the synergy of the universe? Yes. That's awesome. I love that. I love that. I feel better laughing till my sides hurt. Skips, she will. It just takes time to follow up. I'll say, I love how you all like, just thank you. I'll leave it at that because you know why I'm grateful. You guys just freaking rock. Freaking for emphasis. Oh, yay! I love that you're going to check out Vyas's podcast. I can't wait to listen. Yay, Mona. I'm going to check it out too. No, Skips does not have my phone number. He is not texting me. Just for clarity, I think he means either a message in the chat or some kind of message online. Nobody has my phone number, so he's definitely not texting me. Okay. And my phone number is really just for my representation, for my team. Right? So I do not text. I can't text. That's family time. Okay. Yeah, I don't want anyone thinking that he's texting me because that's kind of odd. Oh. People are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Stop trying to force people into the wrong category. Yes, I love that has been your journey. I know oftentimes here you've asked and wanted clarity around those questions, and both Oscar and I and everyone here in the FriFam has really wanted to dig deep and pull back, right, the curtain on what has helped us and what, friends mean and what a no longer a good friend can do as far as serving you in your journey. So I'm glad that we've all evolved to have that understanding and that peace around letting the people that are no longer meant to be in your life go. And so, Vyas, I'm very proud of you. Congratulations on that. That's amazing. And it's not an easy journey, and it's not fun. Because you have expectations that someone's going to be in your life and you make plans, right? And I think that's why breakups are oftentimes so difficult, because you create like this like dream life story that you two are going to do. And then all of a sudden, for whatever reason is true for that relationship, that's no longer the case. And you realize like, wow, like that's not going to happen. And you have to like mourn that, right? You have to grieve that part of like a friendship or relationship no longer being in your life. And I think that's part of, growing up. And so I love that you're on that journey, Vyas, and I love that you're creating content around it. That's really powerful. Thank you, Skips, for understanding. I appreciate that, my love. All right, I'm trying to catch up, but it's not so easy when there's so many freaking incredible comments. Freaking for emphasis again. Apparently that's the word of the day because it's coming out really easily, unlike some other words. Me and my goofy head today. I know, there's so much curiosity around this tour. Isn't that cool? It's so cool. I'm so excited for Dhar Mann Studios. I'm so excited for the actors who get to go on tour. I'm so excited for those moments where they'll be able to hug all the younglings, all the Dhar Mann fans. Like, that's gonna be so amazing for the people who have the opportunity to go on tour with Dhar Mann Studios. So that's so cool. I love Shakira. Shakira's awesome. I like her moving, dancing, belly dancing. Like, yeah. Okay, so here we're up to our quote. Janet Jackson concert. Look at you. Nice. There are actually announcements on locations. If you look at the dates, there's like theaters. Go back and check. I had to like dig for it a little bit. So go back and check the post that Dhar Mann Studios and Dhar Mann put out today, the announcement. If you find the dates, there's cities. They'll say like the theater, and the theater's in Dallas, or I can't remember. I think Denver, Dallas. I saw a couple other cities, but I can't remember right now. Atlanta. I saw Atlanta. I didn't work to memorize the list of cities, but it does say, but you have to dig a little bit to see it, to find the locations. David Kenny, hi, welcome. Hi, David. Welcome. I have no idea what you're asking me. Disney Channel India Mickey Mouse. Hindi. From 2010 to 2012. Gosh darn, if I could remember what I did in 2010 to 2012. Oh, I was just moving to LA, so I can kind of remember. But I am so sorry I cannot answer that question, even if I tried. And I don't feel like making anything up. Oh, well, Skips knows what dubstep is. Go ahead, Skips. You can answer for me. I have no idea what that meant. Oh, I love that you love this lesson, right? It's just such a like little like old wives' tale type of lesson that like we learn when we're kids, and it's nice to like just be reminded how simple things can be. And I think that's why I wanted to spend more time with it, right? Sometimes we just need to simplify things. Sometimes we overcomplicate everything. And just like remembering it ain't over till the fat lady sings, like it's a saying. I am not judging anybody for being overweight. I'm overweight right now. That's not the point of it. It's just a saying in the US. If you haven't heard it before, if you're not from this country, it's just a saying we say, like, like at the opera, right? Like it's when the opera singer sings, that's when it's, the show. So, CJ, my love, welcome. Oh, allergies in the house. 'Tis the season. 'Tis the season. Maybe that's what I meant Oscar. I don't know why I was about to say Alex. Who's Alex? I have a cousin named Alex, but I was not thinking about Alex. Who's Alex? Oscar! Oops. You don't want to make that mistake. Good thing I don't know a freaking Alex. That would be bad. Benadryl is the only thing that helps me, but you're going to be knocked out. If you take a Benadryl, it knocks me out. I'll sleep for like 16 hours on a Benadryl, but it really does help. But I'm not a pharmacist. I'm not a pharmacist. I'm not a doctor. So I'll keep my mouth shut on that front. England. Gift. I think you would really enjoy England. I love England. I love the UK. I love Europe. Although I don't know how anybody's really feeling about us these days. For different reasons. Americans used to not be liked for being loud and obnoxious, and now we're probably not liked because of everything that's happening with politics. So it's like, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. I would love to move to England. I love America, but I love England. I love it there. I just love it. And I do love the weather. I know. I love it. I love the rainy days. Oh, Nicola, that's so welcoming of you. Awesome. Ooh, CJ, please take care of yourself and your eye, and I hope it gets better and it's only allergies. That's what I'm praying for you, okay? I pray it's only allergies. We don't want it to be anything more severe. I know, I can't wait for this video to come out too. Me too. When we just let it flow, things just come out more naturally. True, 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 my Mona. It's so true. All right, my loves. This has been, Oh, how did I have a feeling, Jose, that you were going to be DJing? Yeah, the job of the DJ is to get everyone on the dance floor. And I'm going to pray you get a fun crowd, although if it's your old high school friend, I got to believe they'll be ready to jam. So it'll be fun. Oscar is, oh, this is where I saw before. I think that's where I started. And his friend Rudy, who was so fun to join us last minute like that. I think he's well. I don't know if I told you guys, but he ended up like sleeping over. We made the couch for him. I made them birthday dinners because they have the same birthday. This was March 13th. It was that weekend. Yeah, it was March 14th. I only know that because it was Friday the 14th. I made him a birthday dinner and he was like, oh my gosh, thank you. And he stayed, and then we sang the singing bowl the next day out in the courtyard, and he was so happy. It was lovely to see him. I really like Rudy. Rudy's awesome. Yay. Okay. I think I'm kind of catching up, but guess what? The thing is, when I catch up, you guys are ahead of me. So I'm going to try to end it soon so that Mona and Angela can go enjoy their Fridays. And I don't want to keep you guys too much, even though I can keep on talking. Is Dhar Mann only touring? Okay, we talked about that. Oh, Nicole, I'm so lucky to have encountered you, Jovanna. I feel the same way about you. Oh. Both. I should be careful making up words with you guys. I'm sorry. I'll try to be better about not making up as many words. It's not a good habit to get into, especially if you don't have a Mona who can like whisper in your ear and be like, that's not a word. So I'll try to be better. Oh, well wishes for Oscar. Thank you, everybody. He'll be happy to see that. Yo, JC, what's up? There's this little tiny gnat, like a little fruit fly that has been in this office for days now, and I keep trying to grab it, but I see it kind of flying around, and it's annoying. 3 years, FriFam, Nicola. Oh. Yay, see, you're almost done with your homework. See? Aw, you love calling me Mommy, Jovanna. That's sweet. I know, I wish I could hug you all. It would be really fun. Okay, I answered that one, so I'm doing okay. Ooh, Mona, nice. There's a mailing list to get updates on the U.S. tour. Thank you, Miss Mona. Get on that list, right? If you're in the U.S., get on that list. And you never know, if you're traveling here, right? Summer, it's happening like summer months, so maybe some of you might make a trip with the family. I don't know. That reaction vid with Armando was funny. I loved it. I loved it. Angela, you finished Extraordinary You? Hold on, wait a minute. That is a Morocco moment. Oh. that is huge. That's a big book. I'll try to find a copy of it. I'll try to find a copy of it so that I can show you guys the book that Angela's talking about, Extraordinary You. I can't let go of the screen or else my comments will... I'll try to keep a copy closer. It's a red book, Extraordinary You by Jacqueline Ortiz. It's like this thick. Not as thick as Oscar's book, but it's up there. Not really, but it's dense. Ooh, I would love to go to Japan. That's a great question, Skips. He might be on Nickelodeon or Nick Jr. With Dhar Mann, you just never know what's up his sleeve. You just never know. Molly Love, how you doing? It's nice to have you back. I have done a lot of voiceover work. Not as much animation. Oh, a couple animated short films I did way back when. I used to love doing voiceover. I used to love going to the studio and doing voiceovers. Now you have to do it at home. And I think, as you all hear, I'm not in the quietest place. I have sirens and dogs and ice cream trucks going by like quite frequently. So it's tough for me to do it here. And I could get a voiceover booth, but I don't know. I'm going in a different direction, I suppose. For now. Okay. Oh, everybody. Oh, you like the layers, Sarah Baby Doll. And I saw Mona. Thank you. It's like doing a really... I like the wave too. The wave. Yeah, Nate. The studio, it's not as accessible as it used to be. Yeah, Mona knows all too well. It's just not that easy to get past the studio. It's even more difficult now, Mona, than when you came. Hola, gift. Hi, Mona. Thank you for encouraging Gift's Spanish attempts. That's awesome. Skips, you love tacos, nachos, and burritos. That's what most people know about Mexican food. That's not my kind of food. It's Oscar's food. My food is more like plátanos y rabo y chivo. Very different foods. Very different foods. I know! Costco pizza is so good! But the shopping experience is so wackadoodle. I mean, I get it. You can get a lot of stuff there, but... Guys, just the size of those carts drive me bonkers. Like, when I go to, like, Marshall's and TJ Maxx, and yes, those are more probably American, like all-encompassing little shops that I prefer to go to. I don't even like the big cart there. I like the little two stacked ones. I just like the size and like being able to maneuver. And then, not that I've done this in a long time, but then like I overstuff them and I'm like, why did I get the little cart? But I haven't gone shopping in a long time, so I haven't done that in a really long time. But I tend to do that. Or I'm like, no, I'm only coming in for one thing and I don't get one at all. I do that all the time. And then things are falling. Because I like to make a spectacle of myself, apparently. All right, my loves. You guys are incredible. I am so happy I did this with you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Thank you, Jose. Jose, that was really sweet. Y'all are incredible. You guys are going on. No, gift. I cannot say I spank myself 10 times. I can't say it one time and I'll spare everybody because that's just too hard right now. I made it through this. I'm gonna let it be. Let it be. My daughter, hello, welcome. I think it is singing bowl time. Brandon Bear, I think you hit it on the head. Sarah Baby Doll, I get another little fox. Oh. Aw, Nicola. You know, I stumbled upon your 2-year anniversary cameo that you requested of me, I think last night. I was watching, because you had it pinned on your IG. I saw Catherine's, Allison's, and mine. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. So that's so interesting. Oh, Jose, you guys are so incredible. Thank you for your beautiful contributions. Definitely not an entry. What's it? Not a barrier to entry, but a cost of entry. Whatever. It's not. Just your beautiful energy. Imagine Jovanna was Elmo. Okay. You can imagine that? Okay. Which Elmo? The red Elmo? Or was it Winnie the Pooh? Wasn't the donkey Elmo? Wasn't the donkey Elmo the... No, that was Eeyore. Eeyore? Was it Eeyore? My little sister loved Winnie the Pooh. She loved Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, I thought the Nickelodeon thing sounded familiar. Yes, Dhar Mann was voted for Kids' Choice Awards. Of course, I love and care about each and every single one of you. All right, so it sounds like it might be like singing. Yes, Eeyore. Okay, I was right. It's Eeyore. Elmo is a little red Sesame Street dude. Okay, now it's back. Yeah, I think I had a call coming in. I forgot to turn off my notifications. There's a lot of little buttons I gotta press before I come on here. Okay, gonna get the singing bowl. So, sorry for the little audio shakeout. I gotta put like a checklist. I gotta come up with a checklist so that I remember to do everything. It's just, hopefully I'm back. You can hear. Okay, good. Okay. It was just testing y'all. Make sure you can still hear me. Okay. Let me get the singing bowl out. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I don't have a good grasp on it. Give me a second. I felt it kind of unstable. Okay, going again. Sorry about that. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. And that was interesting tidbit. Hulk smash. Very cool. That oftentimes the things we watch and hear are a reflection of real life. And that's how we get our best experiences, right? And so I love that. Thank you for that contribution to the chat. And welcome if you are, in fact, new. And you guys are amazing. Happy Friday. Have a beautiful weekend. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being amazing. Stay light and bright. Lead the way, my loves. Lead the way. I love you all. Happy Friday. Y bendiciones. Bye for now.